Women are so fucking cool.
Women are so fucking cool.
The FCW Society was founded in 2005 when I lived in New York City. It's no secret that I love New York and I spent most of my early adulthood dreaming of moving to New York City. And I'm so grateful that I had that chance. So, so grateful. And why am I sharing this at the start of the Women Are So Fucking Cool podcast? Yes, you were in the right spot. I wanted to just preface that because like I said, I love New York. And the amazing lady that I am speaking to today is a New Yorker. She lives there. And to me, that is one of the reasons why I think she's fucking cool because she's still doing the New York thing. She's making it work. It's a challenge. It's always a challenge, but there's magic in New York City. And um, if I don't want to live there, so I want to know people who do, you know. And I do, and I'm so grateful for that. But she's also super smart and super just really caring and she's just so fucking cool. And she's raising two women who are fucking cool. She raised them, they are women. And we got to appreciate that lineage of instilling that energy and that power that you are a fucking cool woman and also raising fucking cool men too. We like them as well. So I know you're going to enjoy listening to Rew Starr. And if you like this, please comment, share, and check out the Patreon site and become a member. All right, here we go. Here's Rew Starr. So my question I like just to throw right at you, just to get it all about you, is what is a fucking cool woman? Like, what is it? Who, why? Any way you want to answer this question.
Well, it's kind of interesting because this exact second I had no idea I was going to say this, but like I'm an illustrator too, not by any reason except I'm a doodler and I started drawing a lot during the pandemic and I'm looking at this drawing that I actually sold. It's a print and it's the two women from Absolutely Fabulous. And right now I'm looking at those two and I'm thinking like they are the most fucking cool women in the freaking planet. Um, I had no intention of saying them, but they are just spot on when it comes to decadent, creative, funny, don't give a shit, grab the world by their whatevers, and they just have a way of being genuinely who they are. And that to me is a fucking cool woman. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And how do you how do you feel like you bring your fucking coolness to the work that you do?
You know, it's funny also to ask that because like I don't really think I'm doing that 100%. I just feel like when other people feel like that. Like I was at a job, I have a lot of jobs, and I was at a job yesterday and this person that I was working with yesterday said to me that he asked me like when he started at that job like how is my personality like he says how did you learn to like not give a shit and just and I'm like, really? I don't give a shit. And he says, well, you act so cool all the time, like you don't give a shit. And I don't know if I really see myself that way. So I said, like, I guess it's just, just by experience of just doing things and doing things and doing things and just keep going. And I don't really realize that I portray that. I sometimes say that I wish I could see myself from outside myself for even like a minute or an hour or a day, because I don't think I see myself the way others do. And I just know that I always call myself an optimist or I live in total delusion. I don't know the difference. I mean, I cry, I weep, I get sad, I get happy, but I also like I'm constantly my new thing is I sleep with these tapes on YouTube that say like, I am the luckiest person I know. Everything always works out for me. I just like play these tapes to change my thinking all the time when I'm not doing things. And instead of listening to, music or whatever, I listen to that stuff to program my thinking. And maybe it's working, or I don't know. I feel like I've been the same person probably my whole life. And, it's just still being alive is fucking cool because it's just, I mean, I don't know why I'm still here. But I'm still not finished yet. I feel like I haven't peaked yet, and I'm still waiting to peak. And I feel like in so many ways, I'm so glad I didn't because I feel if I did, I'd be dead by now. I probably would have peaked and excessed my way out of here. Where now I don't know if I would do that. I can peak and just ride it out till the end, and it's a whole different place. And I still keep there's always a freaking carrot dangling. And if I could quit being an artist, I would have quit like decades ago, but like there's always that carrot that dangles and then another one and another one. And it's like every time, you think, am I done? There's another freaking carrot that says, oh, here's another project, come do this. And they're always wonderful and great. And then it's like, I don't know if it's better to have the best gig or the worst gig because the best ones are like, oh God, what now? And the worst one is like, oh God, what now? But it's like there's always a next one.
There's always the next one. I
There's
know.
always a next one.
I know. Well, now I'm kind of curious. What are you working on right now?
Oh, well, I mean, I've been a musician for quite a long time, but I've been doing a lot of acting lately. That's kind of what I've been doing mostly. And that's been like a whole whirlwind of I had no idea that I would be doing this. And I've done more films than I could count. I've been in shows, I've been in pilots waiting for a series to hit. Um, I've been working a lot. And it's pretty amazing. I mean, I even got to play a busker in two feature films, playing my own songs. So that is like a win-win because, and everything now is like on Tubi. Tubi is my favorite site. Tubi is like free
I love
streaming.
to be.
So many things I'm in are on Tubi right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah, well, it's a lot are on Prime and all the other ones too, but Tubi you can watch for free.
Yeah.
There's a movie that I'm playing called Stars, the movie. Another one is called King Lahari. I mean, I'm just in one scene in these, but it's me playing my own original music too. So that's like amazing. Um, and I won a Best Actress last. I played this. I went to Arkansas to be in a film, and I'm going back to Arkansas to do another one. So it's like I had no idea that this was going to start happening in my life, and it's been really good. I mean, I was on set a lot last week. I just got a little thing sent to me yesterday and that's when this kid that said that to me yesterday, I got this clip of a film I shot a few weeks ago, and he was with me and watched it with me. And that's when he said, like, oh my God, you're acting like part of it is totally, I play like an AI therapist.
Okay.
So I'm very blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, she kind of turns into who she really is. Like, you have a light, like, she turns into a real person. And he said, oh my God, at the end of that, like, you turned into yourself. Like, that's how I remember you when I met you. Like, how do you not give a shit? That's full circle. That's why he even said it yesterday, because he said, I asked you that when I first met you. And I'm like, you did? And he said, yeah, and you like acted just like that at the end of that. So things do kind of like full circle themselves all the time too.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I also am the mom of two incredible fucking cool women, and they are definitely, you know, these two kids, these two daughters who are now young women, I mean, they're just the coolest women on the planet to me. And I just feel so lucky and blessed and all those words you could think of to be their mother. And that makes me really have hope in the world because they really keep me in the now. I kind of avoid the now sometimes,
Yeah.
and they are so smart and so passionate and so cool. And because of their generation, I do feel there's a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. How old are they?
they're in their 30s. It freaks me out when I say it. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
But
they're 30s.
yeah, that's great. Oh, I'm so glad you shared. You have two fucking cool daughters.
Oh my God, they're the coolest people I know.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
They
And
one just had a little girl too.
oh,
One just had a
again,
little girl.
again,
I
yeah,
know,
yeah,
and she is the coolest. Her my the one the aunt, my one daughter was like, she's the coolest thing in the world. It's
yeah.
like so we have that little one being the coolest. She just turned she was born on July 4th too. Miss Independence.
That's not a sign.
No, and her due date was 7-Eleven. And I feel like this little girl already was
Yeah.
thinking 7-Eleven, that's a really cool number and store, but I need something a little better than that. And she came on 7-4 with the fireworks. And I'm like, this kid knows
Oh,
something
she does.
beyond.
They do. They
Yes.
do. Yeah, they really do. Those other generations really do. And it's so important for us to, just as important it was for us to be heard from our previous generations, it's for us to remember to listen to these others because they do. Because I was sitting with a group of women probably in their 30s, and it was right after Earth Day, and I'm feeling sort of like, oh my gosh, because I worked in that festival, whatever, but
Mhm.
just feeling the heaviness of all the work that needs to be done with our environment. And these three women are all doing environmental sustainability work, and they are also just kind of making jokes, feeling they're just they don't know anything different, so they can
Right.
stay a little more focused and they can see, they have a different perspective. And that gave me a memory of like, oh, I need to see from their perspective and not just my perspective.
Yeah. And they also understand technology
Yes.
better than I do because they've only been in it. And like they get the internet and they understand what's right and what's not and like how to find certain things and what to believe, what not to believe.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting
Yeah.
to exactly what you said.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I interviewed this one woman one time and I had them explain to me what you know a friend of theirs, and one of the women, she said, we mentor each other, you know and I think that's what fucking cool women do. It doesn't matter, we can be mentored by the younger generation, and we can also mentor them at the same time because we all have different experiences to share with each other.
Yeah, I have an experience like that. I actually in a film I did, it was called Floating Mom. I did not play the mom, but the main character was this girl whose mother was floating, and I played her older self. So she went and we met that day on set in Philadelphia. She and I was her older self, and she comes to meet her older self to ask some questions. To this day, she is like my best friend. Exactly what you said. We mentor each other. This girl is just one of my favorite humans in the world. And we did got to do another thing together because of her, and we're constantly like working with each other, and it's all because this person put us in this thing together. He was so right
Yeah.
to yeah. And so yeah, again, exactly what you said. Yeah, it's true.
Oh my God. I'm really enjoying talking to you. I was supposed to stop the camera, but okay, this is really good. Okay, we are back. I needed that little break just to, oh my goodness. Thank you, Rue, for being so fucking cool.
Oh, you are too. You are the fucking coolest.
So I wanted to kind of close our conversation because we could be talking for hours, but we both have things to do. Um, our core values that we talk about are respect, encourage, and celebrate. But I feel like, you exude that. I just want to hear more about, those three core values. Why do you think they're important, in general?
Well, the thing that comes to my mind is the golden rule, to be honest. Like, for all of those topics, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. I know I'm not a perfect person at all, and I uh don't really want to be so judgy, but I feel like I can't help myself when it comes to judging myself, which means that I probably do that to other people. But respect, encouragement, and what's the third one?
Celebrate.
And celebrate, of course. I forget that one. Uh, I feel like respect is just so important and so forgotten. And I feel like the thing I learned so much from is my little dog. My dog is like my favorite thing on earth, and everybody knows it. And I feel like with dogs, I learned so much. They go to another dog, they smell it, they say, "Okay, I like you. Let's hang out. Okay, I don't like you, but go find the ones you do like." Like they don't make a big deal. They respect each other's smell, and that, and not that we're going to go around sniffing people, but like why should we care if we don't vibe? It's like go vibe with the ones you like, we'll go do it with the ones we like. And it's a respect of not agreeing. And I think that we need to respect not agreeing almost more than agreeing. We don't need to be around everyone that agrees with us. It's great to have like-minded people to hang out with, but let the other ones do it without any of the other stuff that goes with it. And I feel that that's the respect we need for all of us to live on a planet that we are sharing, because we're sharing this planet with every living creature, and maybe even more than we know, maybe even not living creatures. We don't even know. So I just think respect is probably so important to salvage our lives to be here. And encourage, I mean, I'm going right now to go teach guitar in after school. I encourage creativity because I feel like creativity is the only thing that can really make a difference in healing. I feel like being creative, even if you say, "Oh, I'm not creative," yes, you are. It doesn't, you don't have, I'm a firm believer in out of the lines. I am the most reckless artist. I have no training in pretty much everything I do. That's why I live with imposter theory and whatever that imposter syndrome is. But I do it anyway, and I just encourage people doing things for their own personal fun and growth. And I feel like, I don't care if I used to do makeup, and I would hate when people said, "Oh, what colors are right for me?" Like I was told I can't use this color, and I'd be like, "Why? If you like a color, you just learn how to use it." It's I just I feel like I learned in makeup this thing about, like, I learned that when you know the rules, you can break the rules, and it applies to everything in my life. I learned so much through makeup. I also learned don't marry a color because it will be discontinued. And you have to, yeah, those are the two things I learned in makeup, and I apply it to all life lessons. Don't marry anything. It will be discontinued. And it's true. Don't marry a therapist, a yoga teacher, anything, because it will be, be flexible. And I just encourage people. People are so scared to make a mistake, and we only make mistakes. So it's like, if you just, when my kids learned rollerblading, I would teach them how to fall, because if you fall well, that's the best trick. So I just encourage, like, taking risks. I mean, I hope I practice what I preach. I know I make a shit ton of mistakes, and I sing about it. I have a song called Mistakes, and that's like my motto. I'm not looking to make one on purpose, but I make one all the time. I'm probably making one as we speak, but like, I've left eggs burning, and they have scared the hell out of me because, like, but luckily we catch it, and you just Get back on the horsey, as they say, and celebrate. I need to celebrate everything and more and more. And my grandmother used to say, live every day like it's your birthday. And I really wish I did that more. I have to start remembering that because why not?
Yeah.
Why I save all these clothes? Like, what am I saving them for? I have to start. I wear this same thing every day, like it's like, why? My one daughter doesn't. She knows. She dresses in sequins to go to the freaking deli. I mean, I love it because she's like, what am I saving it for? Mom, wear your clothes. Like, I have to do that more. I need to start celebrating every day more and more and more because celebrating is we choose how we think and we can choose glitter or we can choose mud. Mud is pretty cool though.
Right.
But yeah, so I think all those things are really important in a healthy life.
Oh, I love all of what you said, and what I didn't want to interrupt you because I wanted you to go through the whole sequence, but when it comes to respecting, I really appreciated that because, like you said, we don't have to agree on everybody. And I will even say that I have thought there are certain women who are fucking cool women, but I don't necessarily want to go to a party with them. I don't really want to hang out with them because their smell and my smell are a little different, but it
Right.
doesn't make them any less fucking cool, you know?
Exactly. Yep.
And and I also really, when we were hosting brunch, when we hosted in-person brunches, which are really fun, the thing is every woman is invited, can invite another FCW. And so if someone invites an FCW that again, maybe I'm what, but it doesn't matter because if you think someone's fucking cool, then who am I to say she's not, And that's where respecting our unique, individualities. And then just want to comment, I'm fucking cool, woman. I'm not fucking perfect. I can't be
Exactly.
fucking perfect, I'm right there with you. So, and the sooner we can just, move on and be okay, acknowledge our mistakes and take responsibility for them. Yeah. So true.
Yep.
Wow.
Hmm.
Well, so I want to make sure I'm going to get I want to, when you send me your information, I want to make sure you tell me the names of the movies because I definitely want to watch them, and
Sure.
I want to share with everybody. This is going to come out, later in March. So when they're listening to it, it'll be March, but I know we can still find you and, just share all that good stuff. So any final wisdom that you'd like to share? This is your time.
Somebody just asked me that the other day, like, what's your little wisdom? And I thought about it for a minute. And the thing that came to me is talk less, smile more. And if you don't know where that comes from, you better figure it out because I didn't make it up, but it comes from Hamilton. And it's like, yes, when Hamilton, I work on Broadway. I also do promoting for Broadway shows. So I get to see so much Broadway right now, which is just miraculous. I'm so grateful for it. And I saw Hamilton. It was the show I thought I'd never see in my life, and I saw it more times than I could count. And there's a line, talk less, smile more. That's it.